Hello, Randy and Kathy. Hello, everyone. Just driving home. We're actually in the east area of Pittsburgh. Yeah, I should have fixed this a little bit better before I hit live. Because otherwise, you're kind of looking sideways. Plus, the traffic will be kind of crazy here. Welcome in Monarch Moments, Randy and Kathy. Now I think I might have knocked you guys off. It's busy. This is where the area where our children's hospital and stuff is, but you won't be able to see it right now because of where I'm at on the bridge. Just showing a little bit of stuff. I'm not sure if I'll go live at 6 o'clock. Welcome in, Danny. I'm Gracewell Family Vacation. Sorry. Yeah, the route I'm going, there's not much interesting. You'll get to see views of the city of Pittsburgh as we go buzzing by there. I was hoping to go into the city, but there's a lot of traffic for some odd reason. It is starting the rush hour period. But you can see the views. I'll turn it a little bit, that way you'll be able to see. And this road's kind of bumpy. But enjoy the ride because I won't be reading the chat too much because of the traffic and everything. But I do welcome you all in. Try not to show people's license plates, but that's just the way the camera ended up. I hope everybody's day was going well. It's actually, it's hard to believe that like not even 3 days ago, this place was a mess of snow and ice and everything, but we had rain and stuff about a day and a half ago, and it pretty much melted all of that stuff. But I know for New Year's, we're probably going to get that round again of snow and rain and snow and whatever else. But it's also gloomy, so probably about an hour from now it'll be pitch dark because of the gloominess of the day. Pittsburgh very rarely gets sunny at times, and even in the wintertime when it is sunny, it kind of is deceiving because the air is cold. But in the summertime, it's not. It gets fairly hot. There's been times where it was hotter up here than it was down in Orlando and everything. Sorry that it's bumpy. Eventually I got to get into the left lane, so hopefully up here I'll be able to do that. Otherwise I'll have to zip through the city real quick to get back up there. Yeah, it's cold and then hot. What's not to like? Yeah, the weather actually, the last 2 days, even though it was gloomy and kind of rainy, and then at night it'll get kind of chilly with wind. But that road down there, they call that area Polish Hill. That's where a lot of the Polish descendants, and where you could buy pierogies and all that good stuff. Sorry if it's going fast or bumpy. This road's kind of bumpy, and if I don't keep a good speed limit, people will be running me over. And that was like a little park there. It's just somewhere where I think people just pull over and stuff. But you can see the city as we kind of come down, plus our North Shore on the north side of Pittsburgh, and then of course downtown Pittsburgh, which is ahead of us. And you'll see how crazy the traffic is in Pittsburgh, because we don't have any good like road systems that go around the city. I was actually hoping to go past the nativity scene that they have right at that UPMC building that's straight ahead of us in their plaza, but you can't really pull over, and then it's kind of hard to see anyway because it sits back off of the road with a wall around it, like. And that long line of cars there, I gotta get into that area. And then we'll be going through another tunnel. But this area is like real crazy trying to get into the line. Even though they have restrictions, people should be, if you're not working and stuff, really shouldn't be out and about too much. I think people right now in Pennsylvania are pretty much fed up with our governor and all of that stuff, and are just like, oh well, I'm off, let's go do something. But all our museums, restaurants, the restaurants, they're technically not shut down for takeout, but for sit down and being able to go there. You can't go to any of the museums or any of the indoor activity places, movie theaters and stuff like that. They're all supposedly closed till January 4th, but I have a feeling our governor is going to zap us again because of all the get-togethers for the holidays and stuff. I think it's probably about time to just kind of suck it up and be like Florida and just, hey, if you know, start putting the responsibility on individuals. Oh, you're welcome, Danny. Yeah, I wish I had a little more time. My parents just threw a little zinger on me, so I won't be able to show too much. But we'll go through the Liberty tunnels, and then you'll kind of see some of the roads of the South Hills of Pittsburgh. Hello, Francisco. One of the things I could do is go up to the Mount Washington, and we can look over the overlook real quick. And I do hear a siren, but he's okay. He's up on the other end. Hello, DWG Rhonda Lee. And below us is the Monongahela River. Where I'm at, you can't really see it because I'm more in the middle of the bridge. I'm basically heading home from work, so I thought, hey, give me a little bit of a drive. Usually this is 2 lanes each way. During rush hour leaving the city, they allow 3 lanes because the far right lane you have to turn right and you go up into Mount Washington where the overlook and everything is. You may lose me in the tunnel. I know I don't lose cell phone, but we possibly could lose me in the tunnel as far as the streaming and everything goes. Yeah. Yeah, we possibly could have lag, so thank you, Rhonda. because we're going to go through the Liberty Tunnels. Because I never realized that being live. One of the weird things about Pittsburgh is it's not too much about this tunnel, but there's another tunnel called the Squirrel Hill Tunnel on the Parkway East, and for some reason people slow down and it really jams up the traffic and everything. It's not too bad in here, maybe because it's a higher ceiling and a little bit wider, but when they built the Squirrel Hill tunnels, it didn't have the high ceiling, and they did since remove the ceiling and everything like that, but people still drive slow because as soon as you come out of the tunnels, there's like nobody around. One of these days I'll have to drive out that way so you can see what I'm talking about. I've been through the Fort Pitt tunnels. I do have a video of that, going through the Fort Pitt tunnels. Hey there, Mike Wheeler. Thank you for joining. I figure I'd just do a little bit of a drive stream. I am going to try to go on at 6 o'clock, maybe a little bit earlier, and talk. Hello, Penguin Master. Maybe talk about some New Year's stuff. I got a couple of trivia things we could do. I have a Pixar trivia. So if you know your Pixar movies, we'll play some of that. Yeah, I don't go too much anymore right now, except I do go to work, and then every once in a while I'll head to a store or something like that. But a lot of times if I do go, it's usually after work. I was planning on heading another way, but yeah, that's the thing. If you work from home, you're really not going too much anywhere. Hello to our dreams, Jeff. Welcome in. Right now I'm in the Liberty Tunnels, which I'm sure you're a little familiar for what it looks like. But I don't know if you've really Now, once you go through the tunnels now, you're starting to head, you're still in some of the city limits of the neighborhoods and stuff, but then you start entering the South Hills of Pittsburgh. If I would have kept going straight on that road there that I just turned off of, you would go through a community of Dormont, and then Mount Lebanon, and then it's kind of Upper St. Clair and Bethel Park, and then you'd see the mall and a couple of different malls. Yeah, I'm sure you don't miss that at all. And this is one of the Pittsburgh neighborhoods we're driving up through. I know I wouldn't miss it if I wasn't driving through the city to go to work on the east side of Pittsburgh. That's the only thing. I always worked about 10 minutes from my house, and then when this position came open, it was more about the hours and everything like that. But it kind of opened my eyes to seeing other parts of the city and becoming more familiar with different areas than anything. Because I whenever really would drive in unless I was going to one of the museums or something. And a lot of times I would take the public transportation of the T system to downtown Pittsburgh. But if you want to go to the museums and stuff, you need your car since it doesn't go to that area. Now going this way isn't too interesting, so sorry about that because it's more neighborhood. Yeah, I was gonna go left that way. You could have went through the little town area. This is a school here. It goes K through 8th grade. And some of these roads up here in Brookline are one way. This is a one-way road here. And some of them are one way the other way, and others are two ways. But if I would have stayed on Brookline Boulevard, you could have seen some of the different businesses. There's like a bakery. There's a Mediterranean supermarket. They sell gyros and those pocket sandwiches. I can't think of what they call them, but they're like pita sandwiches. They're stuffed with either feta cheese and everything. Restaurants. Yes, this is very hilly here. One of these days I'll really have to take you up on some of the steep hills, because it's all hilly in this area. Yeah, that I can't remember what I want to say they're like Greek pies or something, because they have meat pies with the ground beef or lamb, and then they have ones with feta cheese and spinach and everything, and they're really good when you're heating them up. And I'm not sure if they sell the gyros in there, which are, I know some people pronounce them gyros, but they're pretty good there, and it gets busy. There's also like a Mexican store there that's really good, and they sell various items there. Hello, Tom. Does Disney? Yes, I will be safe. Thank you, Tom. Welcome in and thank you for dropping in. Euro is proper pronunciation. Thank you. Yes, it is McNeely Road there, straight ahead. And if you go to the right, that is like the Dormont School District, which is Keystone Oaks. Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems like a midway point where I know a lot of people kind of live there because it's close to the city if they live there, work there, and it's close to the suburbs type of thing. Now that area is kind of strange how it is because one part's like the city of Pittsburgh school district, then there's the Dormont school district, and then some parts is a Baldwin school district, Baldwin Whitehall. And then we're coming into an area that they call Castle Shannon. Hello, Blaine. Welcome in. I'm probably not going to be on too much longer, and probably another 5-10 minutes, just because I'm getting to the location that I need to go. Yes, they do have a great hockey rink there. A lot of people, in fact, that's probably the bigger one that a lot of area now skate out of. School hockey teams skate out of, since some of the other ones besides Mount Lebanon. And since they fixed up the South Park ice rink, some of the hockey teams now do what the Penguins and the NHL does, where they do the outdoor games every once in a while. They try to do that also, since it got fixed up by the Pittsburgh Penguins. They won a grant a couple years ago, so they redid the whole ice surface and everything at the South Park ice rink, which is an outdoor ice rink, and it's really nice. They kind of made one area like a little trail type of thing, and then the big rink, and then a little bit of a kiddie rink. We'll go up that way by the ice rink. Yes, it is Route 88. And this is the Castle Shannon Fire Department coming up. We used to have a family friend. He was the fire chief here for a few years at the Castle Shannon Fire Department. But he's since passed away. The other thing that I don't really like about in this area is where I live and everything, the gas is a little bit higher. And if I go down the road a little further from my house into the next county, I can get gas pretty cheap. Yeah, I passed the Castle Shannon veterinarian place just a little bit ago. There's an Arby's. That's the ski shop, Willie's. They used to be open for the summertime for tennis and other sports, summer sports, but now they just do the winter sports with the skiing and snowboarding. We'll go down this way through the little town of Castle Shannon, and then I'll turn around at the ice rink. And then I'll probably go ahead and end the stream. Yeah, Arby's is nice. There's actually one that's closer to my house. And then we have a Jersey Mike's, a Moe's. That's pretty close to my house. So it's kind of nice where I live because there's various places. Big Shot Bob's, which is a wing place. They used to have a drum music store there, but they since closed, which is a shame. But they do have a music shop where you buy guitars and different things through here. And there's actually a wood cabinet type of place where you can buy wood furniture. I should have actually did the drive stream on my way to work, because one of the little town areas I was going through, they actually had it nicely decorated along their main road with all the Christmas like emblems on the light poles and stuff. It was really neat, and it was, since it was dark out, they were still lit up, so it was really neat. But it doesn't look like the music shop. They might have moved. That's the woodworking shop. And then there's a big grocery store called Shop and Save up here. And then they have an area that's to the left where I'll be going. They have all kinds of different shops and restaurants up here, plus a car wash. And then I'll turn around, you'll see the ice rink, and then I'll go ahead and end the stream, just because I have to stop off somewhere else, and it's no use you waiting in the car because I don't know how long it's going to take. But there's Mr. Magic Car Wash. That's been there forever. Not sure what that place is. That looks like an ice cream shop there. It used to be a Wendy's. But this area is called the Lebanon Shops. And they have a Hallmark and different restaurants, like fast food restaurants, and there's a Mexican restaurant, McDonald's is there, 7-Eleven. There's a really good sort of Italian family style restaurant. We'll go by it here in this little plaza as I turn around. But they're really good Italian food. But then they have other things too, not just Italian food. But they're really good. But they're called carbonaras. And then there's one of those fruit edible places. So if you want to send your loved one or somebody one of those fruit bouquets, I don't know if any of you have those in your areas. Yeah, I got all the McDonald's train cars also. I got lucky because somebody was able to purchase them all at once for me, so I got lucky there, because around here it would have been hard to try to get them without like having to buy a Happy Meal and a couple of them, because I couldn't tell which ones they actually had, and you can't go inside the McDonald's. It's only drive-through only. So it would have been a pain to keep asking them. There's a Planet Fitness, but they have all the gyms had to shut down. So hopefully a lot of those businesses will be back up and open here starting January 4th. Yeah, I don't have any extras, just because after I was able to secure them all, I stopped buying the Happy Meals. Or if I had extras, I would mail them out to people. I should have shot through there, because that's where the tea station is. And then the ice rink's on the other side. Hello, Surf Bum. I'm just on my way home driving, but I was just picking up some other areas to make it a little more interesting. Because usually I would have done a different route, but I have to stop and pick up some things for my parents. And so I didn't want to. But there is the Ice Castle, where a lot of the high school hockey teams, and then they have hockey leagues for adults. One of the big things that's big around here nowadays are microbreweries, and you'll see one coming up on the corner when we get out to the main road. That one's called Mindful Brewing. And then there's another one that's close to me that a lot of my friends like to go to, a Spoonwood Brewery. Sometimes I'll get the tasters just to taste it and stuff, but I'm not really into a lot of the beers and stuff, but it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty popular, the adult hockey leagues. I know I used to work at one of the ice rinks in the area that was big. They would have hockey games for high school and stuff, and a couple of the guys are like, hey, you want to play with us? But I can't really skate backwards, so I definitely have to be offense. But I never really did that. But the only fun thing that I ever did when I worked there is I rented out the ice rink one night for 2 hours for family and friends to come and ice skate and have a good time without all kinds of people on the ice and everything. So that was fun. Yeah. Um, the one place did do broom ball, Garrett, and that's how I heard about that, because they did that. And I had thought about doing that a couple times. Where Robert Morris College is, but their ice arena is down over the hill in an area called Neville Island, and they offer broom ball. They also have that I can't think of it now, but in the Olympics they have that one kind of game. People always make fun of it because it's kind of like a shuffleboard game, but I can't remember what it's called now. But it's in the Olympics, where they roll the little weights down the ice. Yeah, curling. They do curling there, and they do the broom ball and everything. I gotta go back this way because the place I'm going to. Then up over this hill, there is a driving range complex. And then they have a big indoor sports complex where they were doing indoor soccer. I think they do baseball practice in there sometimes. But it's not as fun as Topgolf, but they do have a driving range there. I really like Topgolf, though. Probably because of the atmosphere and everything like that. I've never really gone to the Cool Springs driving range complex since they did that, but do that. I'll have to check it out sometime, just to see, sort of compare it in a way. Yeah, Topgolf is pretty fun. Bocce ball. They actually, where I work in Bloomfield, they set up in the summertime bocce courts for people. It's pretty popular. But I'm getting to my destination, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So thank you for coming along. And I hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't too much of sights, but you see a little bit of the suburb type of areas more than the city and everything like that. So, and like I said, hopefully I'll be on at around 6 o'clock. I may try to jump on earlier, and we'll do some trivia and talk about what we're looking forward to with the new year, or even what some of the high points and the low points were for this past year. And that's the fire station there. So, but I do thank everyone for joining. I will see you guys, like I said, probably in about an hour and a half, and we'll probably do some Pixar trivia, and if depending on how many people are answering the questions, and we can always switch to some other trivia, because I have all different types of games nowadays. So I will see you all later then, and I'll also see you in the chats, because I know tonight not only myself, the Disney Nerd Herders, they're going to probably talk about their Disney trip. I know Pete McDevitt's on. He'll be interviewing one of the Disney creators. I can't remember who it was. I did see the advertisement, but I can't remember right now, so sorry about that. So Pete McDevitt will be on. D&G Explorers, Monarch Moments, I believe, is going live this evening at 9 p.m. And I believe they're doing a New Year's Eve stream. And then also the This and That guys will be on also at 9 p.m. So I do thank everyone for joining. And don't forget the Griswold Family Vacay usually goes on at 10 p.m. this evening. I know he's also doing a New Year's Eve stream too. So check out that. Also, thank Dean of the Live Place, and check out theliveplace.com where you can find various family friendly live streamers, and it's from all different genres of Disney to RVing to camping, traveling, cruising. So if you're ever looking for something, check out theliveplace.com. So have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in the chats. And have fun working, Rhonda. I'm sorry you have to work. But have a great night, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you in about an hour and a half. Good night, everyone. And have a great night. And thanks for joining along. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.